Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to sew this little black bag. It is very functional and versatile, perfect for everyday use and easy to pair with any outfit. The finished measurements of this bag are about 8 by 10.5 inch. For this project I used this super soft faux fur. I just love the texture of this fabric, but you can also use canvas, faux leather, linen or any mid-weight fabric that you have. Feel free also to use any color that you like. This bag comes with 2 zipper pockets, a zipper closure, and in the interior there is a zipper pocket and 2 slip pockets. I'll walk you through the process step by step, so let's get started. First we're gonna work on the front exterior. So this is the upper, the middle, and the lower panel, and we're gonna install the zipper pockets in between those panels. First, we're gonna work on the lower pocket. So you wanna lay your lower pocket panel with the right side facing up. Stick a basting tape along the top edge. Take the zipper and lay that wrong side down, matching the top edges, just like so. The start of the zipper should be on your right. You can do the opposite way, but make sure that it is consistent for all the zippers. Stick a basting tape along the top edge of the zipper. Now take the lower front exterior panel and lay that right side down. And once everything is secured, you want to stitch this in place with about 1/4 inch seam allowance or as close as you can to the zipper teeth. Once you've done that, you want to flip to the right side and then finger press the seams down, both the exterior and the interior, and then top stitch. If you use faux fur fabric, make sure to push the furry stuffs out of the way. This way it will not get caught with your zipper teeth. Now with the zipper facing right side up, you want to stick a basting tape along the edge of the zipper tape, just like that. And then take the middle panel and lay that right side down. Now flip this to the wrong side. Stick a basting tape along the top edge, fold the pocket panel, bring the bottom edge towards the top, matching the zipper tape, just like so. And once everything is secured, you want to stitch this in place. Now flip the middle panel right side up, just like that. Finger press and then top stitch. Now take the upper pocket panel, lay that right side up, stick a basting tape along the top edge, lay the zipper wrong side down, of course matching the edge of the zipper tape, and the zipper start should be on the right side. Apply basting tape along the edge of the zipper tape, take the middle panel and then lay that right side down. Make sure to match the top and the side edges. I like to pop a couple extra clips to secure my sandwich, since the faux fur fabric doesn't really stick properly to the basting tape. So once everything is secured, go ahead and sew this in place. Now let's flip this to the right side. Finger press the seams, both the interior and the exterior, and then top stitch. When you're done, you wanna flip this to the wrong side. Stick a basting tape along the edge of the zipper. Fold the pocket panel towards the top, matching the bottom edge with the edge of the zipper. Make sure that everything is aligned. Now flip to the right side. Stick a basting tape along the edge of the zipper tape. Take the upper panel and lay that right side down. Once everything is secured, stitch this in place. Once you've done that, you want to flip the upper panel towards the right side. Finger press and top stitch. We want this panel to measure 11 inches tall. There should be a little bit of excess fabric at the bottom. So what you want to do, you want to measure from the top 11 inches and then trim off the excess fabric at the bottom. Once you've done that, you can base stitch along the side edges with about 1/4 inch seam allowance and then trim off any excess zipper. Next, we're going to work on the D-ring tab. On the wrong side of the D-ring tab panel, you want to draw a straight line right on the center lengthwise. Simply measure 3/4 inch from the side edge and then draw a straight line there. Fold one of the long side towards the center line and then pin. And then you want to stitch about 1/4 inch from the edge. Once you've done that, you want to repeat the same to the opposite side. Now attach the D-ring just like that. And then you want to stitch as close as you can to the D-ring to secure it. Position the D-ring on the right side of the upper back exterior panel about 1 inch from the side edge, and then you can pin to secure it just like that. So with 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then repeat the same to the opposite side. With the right side spacing, you want to pin the upper and the lower back exterior panels and then sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Once you've done that, press the seams towards the bottom panel, making sure that the D-rings are facing the top, and then top stitch. Now for the strap here, I use this pre-made chain strap that I got from Amazon. This is adjustable, which is awesome. Now feel free to source any type of adjustable strap that is suitable for your bag, or you can make your own adjustable strap. I would recommend to make 3/4 inch or 1 inch wide strap. Now that we've got both the exterior panels done, let's set this aside and work on the interior. Cut 2 identical rectangles, one for the front and one for the back interior. Now we're gonna work on the slip pocket. Fold the pocket panel in half with the wrong sides facing and then press along the top edge. Once you've done that, top stitch along the top. Now fold the pocket panel in half lengthwise and then press to create the center fold crease in order to divide the pocket into two. Position the pocket panel on the front interior panel, matching the bottom and the side edges. Pin them together and then stitch along the sides and the bottom and also along the center to divide the pocket into two. Now let's work on the zipper pocket. So on the wrong side of your pocket panel, you want to draw the zipper template just like shown on the screen right now. As usual, you want to draw the line on the center and the little corner triangles. Now position the zipper pocket panel on the right side of interior panel with the right side facing down, about 1 inch from the top edge, secure with some pins, and then stitch along the outline of the template. Cut through the center line and the corner triangles. Just be careful not to cut through the stitches as you get to the corners. Once you've done that, you want to flip the pocket to the wrong side, finger press to neaten everything, and then you can press with an iron. Apply some basting tape along the edges of the zipper tape. Peel the top paper layer off the basting tape. Now position the template on top of the zipper. Make sure to center the position. Finger press so that the basting tape will be sticking to the fabric, and then stitch all around the edges of the template to secure the zipper. Once you've done that, you want to trim off any excess zipper. Now bring the bottom edge of the pocket towards the top of the pocket, basically folding it in half. Pop a couple of pins to secure it, and then stitch the sides and the top edges with about 3/8 inch seam allowance. And make sure to get the main panel out of the way when you sew the pocket. And that's it, guys. The zipper pocket is done. Now it's time to attach the zipper closure. Lay the front interior panel with the right side facing up. Stick a basting tape along the top edge there. Now take the zipper and lay that right side up with the start of the zipper on the right side. Now stick a basting tape along the edges of the zipper tape. Take the front exterior panel and lay that right side down. Make sure to match all the edges. And once everything is secured, you want to go ahead and stitch this in place. Once you've done that, you want to flip this to the right side. Finger press the seams, both the exterior and the interior, and then top stitch. Now lay the back interior panel right side up. Stick a basting tape along the top edge. Take the zipper and lay that right side up. Stick a basting tape along the edge of the zipper, and then take the back exterior panel and lay that right side down. Make sure to match all the edges and then stitch this in place. Once you've done that, flip to the right side, finger press the seams, and then top stitch. Alright, once the zipper is attached, first you want to make sure to unzip the zipper at least halfway and be careful not to lose your zipper pull. We're going to separate the exterior from the interior. So the exterior panels should be right sides together and the interior panels should be right sides together. Match the seams of the top exterior panel there, just like so. So the zipper should be sitting on the interior side. And then you can secure that edge with the sewing clip. And make sure to do the same to the opposite side. And then continue pinning all along the exterior side. Now we're going to stitch the exterior. So you want to start from the top and then go all the way down and then back to the top. Make sure to stitch through the zipper. Don't be shy. You may need to switch your needle to a larger size And for this, we're gonna use 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now let's work on the interior side. So go ahead and pin the interior. At the bottom there, you want to leave about 4 to 5 inches of opening to turn the back inside out later. And then stitch starting from the top towards the bottom opening mark. And then repeat the same to the opposite side. So you want to stitch starting from the top, continuing the seams from the exterior side. Make sure there is no gap there, is very important. Now you want to start sewing with 1/2 inch seam allowance, and as you go down, increase your seam allowance to 5/8 of an inch. This will make the lining fit snugly, and then you want to continue to the opposite side and then stop at the opening mark. Now trim off all the corners, and you also want to trim off any excess zipper. Through the opening hole, you want to turn the back inside out. Poke along the bottom corners and also along the corner of the zipper. Make them look nice and neat. Fold the raw edges of the opening hole towards the wrong side, about 5/8 of an inch, and then stitch along the edges to close the opening. Now let's place the lining back inside, and that's pretty much it. You can now attach the strap, and voila! The little black bag is done. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, goodbye.